Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Owen here. We finally got the no item run done for the Omega Shenron Red Zone stage. Now, I am very, very excited that we were able to get this done. Omega consensually seems to be the hardest boss within Dokkan Battle at the moment to me. I believe many others would share the same opinion. I don't believe that's a hot take whatsoever. And I will go ahead and explain to you why I do believe that he is the hardest boss. Now, I was doing this over on the 5.9 public Discord server when recording and just screen sharing because we were just hanging out in there, right? So this is this is post commentary audio. A couple people were there. Shout out to, I believe it was Pizza Man. I think it's not Pizza Man. Was it Pizza Man? I forget. I think it was Sam and NB Anime. And sorry if I'm mixing that up, but we were in there doing this, just kind of messing around, trying to get these no item runs for the red zone. I was like, let me record these. You guys can watch. And we ended up getting the Omega one, which I was not expecting, so that was a lot of fun. What's fun about this one, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why this is so difficult, and there are multiple aspects of RNG that make the no item run twice as hard. So, right off the bat, Omega and Sin like to, well, the Shadow Dragon unit, right? They like to lock your units in place. So, what makes this so tricky in specific is you could have the perfect setup, you know, the right unit in slot 1 that gets locked, or you have guard in this space, like for example the Super Saiyan 4 Duo units both have guard, and they can end up taking a super, right, and they'll be just fine. Roughly 100-something thousand from the super with the guard. But where it goes south is where I think it happens in this run where I'm talking about, oh, this run's going really well, that was a really good start, and then a unit gets stuck in slot 1 and the run's over, right? So, like, locking in place is so difficult. Like, if you guys have played the God event stage like Belmod, you would know that it's not the fact that Belmod hits super hard or the fact that he has some crazy, like he's dodging everything and stuff like that. It's the fact that he double supers, B, it's the fact that he seals, and C, the hardest part is the fact that he locks your units in place. So a lot of units, even including the ones on this team, they need to super first to get their defense. The Super Saiyan 4 LR EZAs, they both are not exactly slot 1 machine tanks, right? Like they can counter a super, but they need to get their defense first. So that's why you have to put them in slot 2 so they can get that defense and not have to worry as much. So when someone gets locked in place like that, that's where the problem arises, and that is why the no item run for this stage is so specific, is so tricky. Now, right here, we run into a spot where I'm telling the people in the call, like, Goku's gonna take 60k right here from a normal when he gets hit, but we have to take that 120k because it's going to be way more than, say, what Vegeta or the Super Saiyan 4 Duo would take, right? Because the Super Saiyan 4 Duo lost their guard. So in slot 2, they're just not an option. Or in slot 1, they're just not an option right here. So I do think we take 60k per normal right here. So 62k, and then what? 60k. So now we're at 120k, and you get that 8 million attack stat. Obviously, that is nothing to complain about. We'll go ahead and take that all day. Moving forward, so what the main objective is right here is to get a counter on the super if he does one at all. I forget if he does a super on this turn, but since you're seeing this video, if he does do a super, we probably counter it. But also another thing, just because, like I said, I'm just kind of talking about the stage, right? Another thing that makes this stage so tricky is you want to bring physical units, right? I know that this phase is STR, but if you want to get through that third phase, you're going to need some physical units. So it's like you have to run that risk, and that's why I have 2 Super Saiyan 4 Duos. Because you can't run 2 int leaders. Like, you can't do the Beyond Super Saiyan team, right? Like, there's just no way. Just 2 int units in that last phase is such a risk. I mean, maybe you could get away with the dodges, but I don't think that risk is worth taking. So you see, we're moving pretty well. Like, this is a decent run, all things considered. I don't think we get the fusion with the physical Gogeta during this run, although it would be very, very nice. So, I forget what I do right here. Oh, right. So, what I do is, this is where physical Gogeta's EZA is so valuable. So, what you're going to see is the strategy that I run with. I'm telling the people in the call, like, what I'm gonna do is try and finish him off before we get to those attacks in slot 2. And I think we come up so close, right? But in Super Saiyan, the physical Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, they have a dodge chance now. And what makes this stage different from Broly's stage is the fact that you can dodge in here. So if you guys want to see the power of the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta EZA, you're about to see it. Yeah, like Gogeta even got a triple super here, and it was super effective against all types. It just was not enough damage, right? He just has too much HP. So I think we even get like a 7 million attack stat. Like you're looking at this, I was like, we're so close, we're so close, we're so close. Like if we can just get a crit right here, we're out. And I forget if we do or we don't. We don't, right? So obviously if we get a crit, we're done on this phase. And then right here, we takes 230k, so if we get hit again, we're done. He dodges once, he dodges twice, he dodges 3 times, dodges 4 times, dodges 4 times. And now we are on to phase 3. So this is the moment in this run where I'm thinking, there's a chance, there is hope. This is it right here. Like, this is the time to be great. This is what the great ones do. They take advantage of the opportunities they're given. And right here, we were blessed with an opportunity to be great. And you know what we did? You're seeing this video? So we decided we were going to be great. So right here, we get the active skills going. We used Goku's. We get Gogeta in here. We use Gogeta's active skill. Like, we're just throwing everything we got at this guy. And like I said, like I always say in the videos, you're seeing this video, so I think you can tell what happens. So this is awesome. Like, I'm so glad that I was finally able to get this one done. Broly and Janemba are the only one left on the list. The Janemba one, I can't imagine will take me too much longer to get a hang of it, but the Broly one is in that condition where if you get hit with the AoE super in the physical phase, or in the STR phase, and it's in slot 1, the run's over. I just got to turn off the recording, on to the next try. And when it's 3 tries a day, it could take anywhere from a week to like 2 months. We never know. So this obviously is one of the landmarks though, because this is one of the hardest boss, probably the hardest boss within Dokkan right now. And the fact that we were able to take it down with no items is definitely something I am super, super proud of. Just super excited to get on to only having to focus on the Broly one from here on out to really have like a, what's the word? Really only having to think about the Broly one, right? So maybe if Goku were to hit that 6.1 super, we would be done on this turn, but Omega decided he had to be difficult and he wanted to dodge. And Weirus, shout out to Weirus, he did a fantastic job in here. He didn't do too much, but he did his thing. So that's always kind of been the rule of thumb, right? You don't get me killed, you did your job. And there it is. The Vegeta active skill is all we do. I decide to turn off the skip active skill here in a minute. I'm not really moving because playing much in the game because I'm excited, but we get to play this crappy active skill, right? But when you do get a kill shot on the hardest boss in Dokkan, you know damn well I want the active skill screen or the active skill to play that takes him down. So that was the Omega Shenron Red Zone, the hardest boss in Dokkan, taken down with no items. Like I've said before, we have to move on now. The next mountain I want to climb is the Broly Mountain. So looking forward to being able to do that. Make sure you guys stay tuned because I'll try and make sure I get that out as soon as possible, but it is a very RNG heavy run, so it could be a while. But with all that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know if you're struggling with this stage or not, and let me know how you've done in here. If you're excited on Global, if you're waiting for it, or you're really scared. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications so you don't miss out on content like this, and I'm out.